Tonight, you're about to watch real clips captured during wildlife observation. Footage that wasn't meant to record this. A river, a camera, and something moving where nothing should be. Each video in this compilation was filmed in natural environments by people who believed they were alone. They weren't. What you'll see starts with the least disturbing encounter, strange but explainable. Then, clip by clip, the recordings become harder to ignore. The movements change. The shapes don't match known animals. This is a countdown, from unsettling to deeply wrong. Number 15. A fisherman in South America records unusual movement beneath his boat. The water darkens. A large shape passes just below the surface. For a brief moment, the boat appears to shift, as if something heavy brushed against it. The camera shakes, then the movement sinks deeper and vanishes. There is no clear outline, no visible head, no identifiable fins. Some viewers argue it could be a giant catfish, a species known to reach extreme sizes in certain river systems. Others point out that the motion feels deliberate, slow, and unusually controlled. The video quality makes certainty impossible. Light refraction, depth distortion, and panic all play a role. What's clear is this: something large was moving under that boat. Whether it was a known animal or something misidentified by fear and poor visibility remains unresolved. Number 14. In a small river, a baby creature was found with external gills and a body shape that is difficult to identify. The footage shows a tiny organism, alive, moving slowly in shallow water. Its features don't clearly match any common species at first glance. Some viewers describe it as alien or unknown. Others point out a more grounded possibility: an early larval stage of an amphibian or aquatic animal. External gills are not unusual in nature. They are commonly seen in salamander larvae and species like axolotls. At early stages, many animals look radically different from their adult form. Because the specimen was not preserved or studied in controlled conditions, scientists cannot confirm what it will become as it grows. There is no official classification. What remains is a short clip, a developing organism, and many unanswered questions shaped by limited information and perspective. Number 13. The fungus that turns ants into so-called zombies. Deep in tropical forests, there is an organism capable of completely taking over another living being. Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, commonly known as the zombie ant fungus, begins its cycle as a sticky spore waiting on the forest floor. When a carpenter ant passes nearby, the spore attaches, penetrates the exoskeleton, and starts growing from the inside. Over time, the fungus spreads through the ant's body and nervous system. The ant's behavior changes. It abandons the colony, ignores chemical signals, moves erratically. Eventually, it climbs down from the canopy and bites into vegetation in what researchers call a death grip. The ant dies there. From its head, a stalk emerges and releases new spores, restarting the cycle with unsettling precision. There is nothing supernatural here, no loss of free will in the human sense. Just a parasite exploiting biology with ruthless efficiency. A reminder that, in nature, control doesn't require intelligence, only adaptation. Number 12. In calm waters, a dark shape moves just beneath the surface. Its silhouette is elongated, irregular, difficult to define. The camera follows as the figure glides slowly through the water. For a moment, it remains visible. Then, when it appears to react to the presence of the person filming, it quickly submerges and disappears. There is no clear scale, no distinct fins or limbs, only motion and shadow distorted by light and depth. Some viewers claim the movement doesn't match any known marine animal. Others point out that water refraction, camera angle, and low visibility can drastically alter how familiar species appear on video. Without additional footage, measurements, or biological evidence, no conclusion can be reached. The clip shows something moving, nothing more. Whether it was an uncommon animal, a known species seen under unusual conditions, or a simple visual illusion remains unconfirmed. The uncertainty is what keeps this recording unsettling. Number 11. A drone records a massive figure running between the trees of the Amazon rainforest. From above, a dark shape moves at speed through dense vegetation. Its proportions appear extreme. The shadow it casts resembles that of a giant bull. For a few seconds, the figure remains partially visible between gaps in the canopy. Then, it vanishes beneath the trees. There is no clear reference for scale. Drone altitude, lens distortion, and perspective can greatly exaggerate size and speed. Large known animals, when filmed from above, can appear far bigger than they actually are. Some viewers insist no documented species in the region reaches those dimensions. Others argue the shadow and movement could belong to a known animal misinterpreted due to angle and motion blur. The footage provides no physical evidence, no tracks, no follow-up recordings. What remains is a brief aerial clip that suggests something unusually large in motion. Whether it was an animal, a visual distortion, or a misjudgment of scale cannot be confirmed. Number 10. In Romania, a group of fishermen records what appears to be an extremely large catfish in the Danube River. The animal's body is visible near the surface, thick, elongated. Its size immediately stands out when compared to the people nearby. The Danube is known for hosting massive whales catfish, a species capable of reaching unusual lengths under the right conditions. However, the scale seen in this footage seems to push the limits of documented records. Some witnesses describe it as prehistoric in appearance, citing its bulk and slow, heavy movement. Others caution that water distortion, camera angle, and lack of clear reference points can exaggerate size. There are no measurements, no physical evidence beyond the video. What the clip shows is a very large aquatic animal moving close to shore. Whether it represents an exceptionally old specimen, an optical illusion, or a misjudged scale remains uncertain. Number 9. In Brazil, a fisherman from Mato Grosso pulls an enormous pirarucu from the water. The fish's size is immediately apparent. Its body is massive, thick from head to tail. The skin appears unusually tough, with large overlapping scales that reflect light in a way many describe as metallic. Up close, its texture looks almost armored. The pirarucu is one of the largest freshwater fish in the world, and specimens over several meters long have been scientifically documented. Under certain conditions, they can reach extreme weights and lengths. Some viewers compare its appearance to something prehistoric. Others point out that this species has changed very little over millions of years, which explains its ancient look. Despite its intimidating presence, this animal is a known species. Rare, impressive, but real. What the footage shows is not a monster, but an exceptional example of how large life in the Amazon can still grow. Number 8. In Colorado, a fisherman records a large shadow rising beneath his small boat. The shape moves slowly under the surface, long, heavy. Its outline briefly resembles a reptile-like body. For a moment, the shadow appears directly below the fisherman, then drifts away and disappears into deeper water. The lack of clarity makes identification difficult. Some viewers suggest an escaped or relocated crocodilian, though there is no evidence of such animals surviving in these waters. Others point to a more plausible explanation: a white sturgeon, a species known to exceed 4 meters in length and to move in a slow, serpentine manner near the bottom. Water depth, light refraction, and camera angle heavily distort perception. Without a clear view of fins, scales, or a head, conclusions remain speculative. What the footage confirms is limited. Something large passed beneath the boat. Whether it was an unusually big fish or a misinterpreted shadow remains unresolved. Number 7. In Indonesia, a group of explorers records what locals call the Mante. The figures appear briefly near deep cave entrances. They are covered in thick, dark hair that obscures the face, back, and any clearly identifiable features. The movement is quick, cautious. Almost immediately, the figures retreat back into the darkness. There is no clear view of facial structure, no visible hands or feet in detail. Only silhouettes in motion, captured for a few seconds. Some believe the footage shows unknown creatures. Others argue it could be misidentified wildlife, human activity, or visual confusion caused by low light and distance. No physical evidence has ever been collected, no biological samples, no confirmed sightings under controlled conditions. What remains are short recordings and testimonies from those who claim they saw something unusual. Whether the Mante are animals, humans, or something else entirely cannot be verified. The lack of reliable data keeps this case unresolved. Number 6. On a fog-covered road, a serpent-like figure is seen resting near the roadside. Its shape appears unusual, and from certain angles, it looks as if it has multiple heads. The witnesses stop and move backward, visibly alarmed, while the camera keeps recording. The figure shifts slightly, then remains still as the fog thickens around it. There is no clear close-up, no stable frame showing distinct heads at the same time. Low visibility, distance, and overlapping body parts can easily create the illusion of something impossible. Some viewers interpret the footage as a three-headed creature. Others point out the perspective, shadows, and a coiled animal moving its head rapidly could explain what's being seen. No physical evidence was found at the location. No follow-up documentation exists. What remains is a short clip filmed under poor conditions, where fear and limited visibility shape perception. Whether it was an animal misinterpreted by the environment or a visual illusion cannot be confirmed. Number 5. A viral video claimed to show what looked like a fresh Tyrannosaurus rex corpse deep in the jungle. The image spread rapidly across social media. The body appeared intact, the skin looked preserved, too recent to be a fossil. Almost immediately, theories followed. Some spoke of secret cloning programs. Others suggested a prehistoric animal somehow surviving unnoticed. But there is no verified context, no location data, no biological samples, no official statement from scientists or authorities. Several observers pointed out more grounded explanations. A fabricated model, a movie prop, digital manipulation, or a stage scene designed to go viral. Lighting, texture, and lack of environmental interaction raised doubts. No follow-up investigation ever confirmed the discovery of such a specimen. No credible institution recognized the footage as real. What remains is a striking image with no supporting evidence. A reminder of how easily visual shock can override skepticism online. Number 4. In Afghanistan, a story emerged involving a U.S. military squad and what became known as the Giant of Kandahar. According to the account, soldiers encountered a humanoid figure nearly 4 meters tall with red hair and unusual physical strength. The confrontation was brief, violent, and remains undocumented on video. The story claims the body was recovered and transported to a nearby airbase. No images were released. No official reports were made public. Supporters of the story cite anonymous testimonies and secondhand military accounts. Skeptics point out major inconsistencies: the absence of physical evidence, the lack of verifiable records, and the reliance on a single narrative that appeared years after the alleged event. Military operations are heavily documented. An incident of this scale would normally leave a trace. To date, no credible proof confirms the existence of such a being. The case remains a modern legend, repeated often, investigated occasionally, but never substantiated. Number 3. A security camera captures a dark figure clinging to the wall of a tropical house. The figure remains completely still. No visible movement, no sound. Its proportions appear unusual when compared to the structure around it. Limbs seem elongated. The body blends into the shadows, making clear identification difficult. There is no clear facial detail, no visible eyes reflecting light. Only a silhouette pressed against the wall. Some viewers claim it doesn't match any known animal. Others suggest more ordinary explanations. a large lizard, a bat, or another nocturnal animal distorted by camera angle, low resolution, and night lighting. Security cameras are known to exaggerate shapes due to infrared lighting and compression artifacts. Depth and scale are often misleading. Without physical evidence or daylight footage, no conclusion can be drawn. What the camera records is a shape in the dark. Whether it was an animal, a shadow, or a misinterpreted object remains unknown. Number 2. A diver records an encounter with an unusual aquatic figure underwater. In the footage, a dark shape appears in the distance. As the diver approaches, the figure extends what looks like an arm or limb in his direction. The movement is slow, deliberate. Then the video abruptly ends before the diver gets closer or attempts to identify the source. There is no clear view of the body, no visible head or tail. Only a partial silhouette distorted by water, depth, and low light. Some viewers interpret the motion as something humanoid. Others point out that marine animals, floating debris, or sea plants can appear arm-like when moved by currents. Underwater footage is especially prone to optical distortion. Perspective and visibility are severely limited. Without extended footage or physical evidence, the clip provides no answers. It shows a movement, not a creature. What extended toward the diver remains uncertain. Number 1. A viral recording shows an elongated shape, estimated at nearly 20 meters, gliding beneath the surface of a river. The figure moves smoothly, maintaining a constant depth. No splashing, no sudden turns. Its outline stretches far beyond what most known freshwater animals can reach. The water above it barely breaks, as if something massive is passing silently below. There is no clear head visible. No fins breaking the surface, only a long, dark form moving with purpose. Some viewers suggest an extreme case of misjudged scale, caused by shallow depth and camera angle. Others propose a large known animal distorted by refraction and motion. No physical evidence was recovered. No second angle exists. No measurements were taken. The clip remains unresolved because it offers only one thing: movement. Whether it shows an animal, an optical illusion, or a rare natural phenomenon cannot be confirmed. Perhaps the most unsettling thought is not what this was, but how little we truly see beneath the surface of rivers we believe we already understand. Bonus. Final image shows a dramatic moment on a river surrounded by dense forest. A massive aquatic animal breaches the surface with its mouth wide open, water exploding around it. In the foreground, a small boat is visible. A person holds a rope or pole, facing the disturbance. Another figure appears in the water nearby. The animal's jaws are exaggerated in scale, with large, sharp teeth clearly visible. Its body is only partially seen, making its full size impossible to determine. There is no contextual audio. No extended footage showing approach or aftermath, only a single, highly striking visual moment. Because of the framing, lighting, and apparent proportions, this scene strongly suggests a staged or digitally altered clip, possibly created for visual impact rather than documentation. The interaction between water, subject, and scale lacks natural continuity. No verified source confirms this as real wildlife footage. No location, species identification, or follow-up evidence exists. What this video demonstrates is not a confirmed creature, but how easily a single image can simulate danger and trigger fear. In mystery content, context matters as much as visuals.